There it is.
Hello.
Hey, oh, hey.
What's up?
Yeah. Welcome back to Regrettable Reviews.
Today we're talking about Moonman
Moonman.
2022
Yeah.
from China.
Chinese made, Chinese starring. I mean, I'm assuming the animations were Chinese animators.
Yeah,
I'm assuming that dog's going to keep stepping on that laptop.
that's fine. We'll live with it as best we can.
Yeah.
Where on earth did you find this?
Okay, this is bizarre. It's going to really confuse you. So, because it is so underground,
Yeah.
even though it's 3 years old, 4 years old. I have a 5-year-old, almost 6-year-old, and he watches random YouTube videos. And so some YouTube videos are these AI voiceovers describing the general premise of a movie with scenes of the movie in the background. So
Okay.
I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
No,
but
it doesn't. But whatever.
Imagine that they're talking about
it.
Cujo, and so they're like, this boy got a dog, but then the dog got sick, and so later this had to happen. And it's they're really weird AI voiceovers of movies. And so sometimes I've done it multiple times where I've checked off a movie. I've been like, all right, let me find it based on what I remember from that. Mm-hmm. Or if I was watching it, I would be like, okay, I can use the description of what I saw to find a movie and put it on my list. Like there's one about a dog that I got in the queue. Mm-hmm. So this one, they're talking about this movie and they mentioned the kangaroo and everything. And I'm just like,
what is going on?
And he's giggling a little bit. He thinks the scenes that he's seeing, which are just clips of, it's, like a 4-minute snippet of this, with an AI voiceover. And so I'm driving a car right now, so I can't look at it, even though it sounds interesting. So at a stoplight, it said that the movie was called Moonman. Mm-hmm. So I look up Moonman, and there's a couple different things it could be, and I'm not sure. So I found the cover photo of Yui, Jing, and King Kong Roo.
Yeah.
That cover photo.
Yeah.
And I said, are these the people? And he goes, yeah, that's the one. And I said, okay. And so then
all right.
He wanted to watch the movie. That's why, because he asked if we could watch the movie. And he ended up not watching it when we watched it. And my wife and I, we had a few drinks before, during, and after. And so it hit hard. But I thought, okay, well, I'm going to watch it a second time. Is this going to hit as hard? Not quite as hard.
Okay.
But it still fucking hits. When you watch it sober, it still hits.
I liked this.
I fucking love this. This is probably my top 10 movies of all time. I shit you not.
Them's some strong words, but okay.
I shit you not. I have to watch it a few more times and let it age. Mm-hmm. And try it again after 10 years. Is it still as interesting?
This was fucking fascinating though, because I watched this with Kyle.
Yeah.
And we watch a shit ton of movies, and a lot of international features as well. But both, for whatever reason, we haven't seen a lot of Chinese movies, and we were kind of remarking on how fucking odd that is, given that it's the second largest film market outside of the United States, and you barely hear about anything that goes on.
Right.
Or at least as Americans, you barely hear about anything that goes on in the Chinese film market. And it was so interesting to watch a blockbuster popcorn flick from another culture.
It was the 8th highest grossing film in the world in 2022.
Yeah, and I had never heard of it.
Oh my God, I keep forgetting the mouse goes to the other one. 2 computers, 2 problems. There we go, now we can see things.
And I had never heard of it.
No, literally, it didn't even come up. Never heard anybody talk about it.
I find the CGI is endearing in its imperfections.
I don't think they wanted it to be perfect.
No, they didn't.
They leaned into the failings of the CGI.
Yeah.
And it made it more cartoonish. And
but
that's okay.
Worked.
Yeah. Well, with the Kangrostronaut,
you gotta astronaut.
Yeah, you gotta kind of take a little leeway, But this whole movie, I found myself surprised the first time I watched it. Everything that was kind of a twist to it, the humor, strained neck. Yeah, how come they don't notice the missing spot where I should be sitting? And both of the Chinese astronauts have a stiff neck and they look the other way.
Yeah,
it's funny.
this was very, and I think this was an excellent example of some of the way that like humor can be universal.
Yeah, and drama.
Yeah,
the drama in this was universal.
Mm-hmm. And actually, did you know this was based off of like a South Korean webcomic series?
Yep, I found out about that.
Learned that as I was watching this, and I was like,
I read the first one. Yeah.
But yeah, this was a trip. I kind of loved it.
It's just like I can't think of something I want to complain about. I guess my biggest complaint is because of how successful this movie apparently was and how much it is very good. There's going to be a Western remake, and I'm so sad about that.
And there doesn't need to be. There
honestly,
just doesn't need to be.
I don't even need a dub. I was fine with subs.
I'm okay. My personal opinion is that if you watch dubs, you are weak.
Why?
I fucking hate dubs.
Okay, but some people prefer it that way. How does it make it weak? Well, if you read subs, you're weak. You should just learn the language.
Fuck off. I don't know. I think I don't like, especially dubbing of live action movies just bothers me a lot.
I don't know. I mean, I always have subtitles on, even if it's an English language movie.
I often have subtitles
because
on.
I definitely have an audio processing disorder where, like, sometimes someone says something, I go, "What?" And then 2 seconds before they can even repeat themselves, I go, "Got it now. I got it." That's that TISM or the ADHD somewhere in there.
Undiagnosed, but something ain't right.
I saw a T-shirt for that on Temu. It was recommended to me right under "Let me lick that booty hole."
Ah, yeah, that sounds like Temu.
And I sent that to my friend group with guys, and they're like, "That tells more about you than Temu." And I was like, "No, it doesn't. They say out of pocket shit that has nothing to do with anything I've ever looked up, all the time."
I avoid Temu like the plague, so I wouldn't know.
I fell into it deeply, briefly, and then just still have the app. And so when I accidentally click an ad in a game, and it pops up. And then it just takes me to that page where it's like got these suggested things. I don't want those things.
Gotcha.
I will say if you're going to get knockoff Legos, it's a good place to get knockoff Legos for a good price.
Okay, noted.
Yeah.
You know what I've been really fucking into lately? And this is going to be part of my worsening on the podcast tomorrow, but for anyone who watches both shows, here's a little preview for you. I've been getting real into Yu-Gi-Oh cards, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, real into Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
I've never played the paper game. Not that I have any problem with it. I've played a bunch of different games, but I played Dawn of Destiny on the Xbox, like the Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it was.
Oh yeah.
So I know how to play the game, and it's got its own weirdness about its rules.
Mm-hmm.
All of them do. That's not a judgment.
Yeah.
They all have weird mechanics to justify how different things can work. I find that one to not be overly complicated. But that also depends on what cards you're playing. Because some cards add a level.
Some cards get real complicated.
And then it just becomes Flux. It's like, okay, the rules are different because that card's out. You ever played Flux?
No.
Okay.
This is my first TCG.
It's not. Flux is just a card-based tabletop game, not a TCG.
Gotcha.
So everybody's playing off a single deck.
Okay.
Basically, the rules are very simple. The game starts with one goal out. That changes depending on the game. So goal is out. Or maybe there's a base goal. I can't remember. Yeah, there's a base goal. Get 5 keepers or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Keepers are little things you put in front of you and do stuff. The base rules of the game, there's a draw one, play one card out.
Okay.
So every turn, that's what you do. You look at the rules. The rules are draw a card from the deck, play one card.
Got it.
That's your turn. But the cards you can play are things like draw 2, play 2. Draw 1, play all. So you change the rules of the game as you go.
Yeah.
And then the other cards that you get are called keepers, and they're things like the moon and cheese. And so you can also get goals from the deck and play a goal as your card play for the turn. So you can change the goal to be the moon is made of cheese, and that specific goal wants you to have the moon and cheese as your keepers.
Okay.
So the game is constantly changing. You're like building up towards a win, and then someone goes, but that's not how you win anymore.
Okay.
So it's very fun.
Yeah, back to this movie.
Oh, fucking, I could talk about this for the entirety of the 2 hours it's supposed to run. Again, think of, please, what is the thing you liked the least or disliked about this?
I thought it was a little long. I think they could have tightened it up ever so slightly.
There's a lot of in the middle where I was, as I watched it a second time, I'm like, why did they make him go here, then back here, then there, then back there?
Yeah, there was a lot of that, which I didn't find. And I feel like that's probably just a characteristic of the source material.
That foreshadowing, I completely missed the foreshadowing of the snowboarding down the mountain. Oh my god.
Also him erasing Neil Armstrong's footprints on the moon by accident.
Sorry. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that was great.
He is a little creepy, by the way.
Just a touch.
But she's gone and he thinks he's dead, so...
Yeah, I kind of can't blame him for, like, losing his marbles.
Yeah, he thinks he's the last living human being.
So, like, he gets a pass.
And he had this crush, deep crush, but he didn't, like, make it weird.
No, he kept it all to himself.
Right. It would have been weird if he had tried to, like, push this, quickly, and he never did. In fact, at the beginning of the movie, he was trying to give her 2 little figurines and just saying, now that the mission's done, I was thinking maybe we could get to know each other. Yeah. That's it.
That was all.
Making a pillow of her. Again, he thinks he's the last person.
Thinks he's the last person alive.
I can only hope he doesn't take advantage of the pillow and it's purely romantic. Then it's still off.
Yeah.
But not upsetting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, this scene is probably my biggest...
Yeah, that's a little gross.
Licking the sriracha off her picture.
And knowing that she's seeing this.
How she manages to hold in the vomit later,
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone's staring at her.
Yep. Awkward.
I love how they end up with the voice actor, and he totally misreads the situation.
And also him turning out not to even be a voice actor, to be some like second-rate influencer.
TikTok influencer. Be like if we were up there, they're just like, oh, this is the last naturally recognized voice actor. Yeah, that's me.
Sure.
But oh my god, I genuinely loved the comedy. This is probably the weakest joke, and it's still not bad.
Yeah.
The wheelchair down the stairs thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very Naked Gun.
Very Naked Gun.
But I think they did a good job of breaking up the comedy, so it doesn't ever feel like a pure slapstick.
No, it never gets to that point. There's a balance of like comedy and like I would consider this like a sci-fi dramedy. Yeah.
Obviously elements of adventure and
there's some action, there's some adventure, there's even some kind of like rom-com elements to it.
Oh, absolutely. The whole thing with them in the 5th act where
there's a lot of acts in this movie.
Where they're working on the spaceship and they do all the split screen stuff where
they keep getting close to each other.
They keep getting close to each other, but they're actually, 380
however many
thousand kilometers away or something.
That.
But God, like when you're drinking, there's a lot of dramatic scenes in this movie that will bring you to tears.
Okay, noted.
But when you're sober, there's like 3. There's still 3 solid. I just watched the end of this movie as you were walking in the door. And if we get to it in this, I will probably be bawling again if we get to that.
Good to know.
Because it's chef's kiss the way they handle that.
I think the way they handle it is excellent. And this I thought was so fucking funny. Just the random like pop idol who's actually wearing a wig. And he's like bald.
Yeah.
It's so dumb, but it was funny.
I think a lot of the elements they have here, like everybody's in despair as they give them something to watch.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know he's being watched, so there's like Truman Show,
yeah,
Armageddon, Deep Impact.
Yeah, Kyle did make the Truman Show comparison as we were watching this,
but not in a invasive way. They're not doing it invasively. They're doing it because here's someone who has nothing,
Yeah.
and look at what he's doing with it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't give up.
Yeah, I think Yue is a great character.
I think he's perfectly flawed.
Yeah.
In every way. I love his whole concept of a middleman. The tallest poppy gets the chop. I intentionally skip questions in my middle school exams.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he applies to be an engineer, and he's just not good
enough. Job in maintenance.
I'm going to be a maintenance worker. Yeah, like it's incredible.
Yeah.
But then, like when actually pushed, he is able to rise to the occasion.
Mm-hmm.
Still imperfectly.
Yeah.
He 3D prints a Gatling gun
that
shoots like little beads to fight an angry kangaroo who kicks his ass still. King Kong Roo is just got to be one of my favorite characters.
Icon. That was the last thing I expected, by the way. Like,
what a weird plot twist, right?
Yeah, I was like,
kangaroo?
Maybe there'll be someone else on this like moon base or whatever. There'll be one other survivor, or whatever. No, there's just a kangaroo that got left there because they were doing.
Could have been a monkey. Could have been a dog.
They were doing space experiments with a kangaroo.
Yeah,
as one does.
They even reference later, though. You know, a trained kangaroo can go 30 kilometers an hour on the moon.
Yes, they do.
So clearly, there were some experiments on this, which explains why there was a kangaroo spacesuit.
Yeah.
Which he almost gets assaulted in.
This whole bit is so fucking funny where he's like trying to find ways to kill himself, and the kangaroo won't let him get to them.
Yeah. That's how they introduced that character. But I love how he tried to kill himself by starving himself, but it was too slow and suffering. So then he tried to engorge himself and eat everything, and he just got tired and sleepy.
Yeah.
And fat. And
who would you like? I'm trying to like. I don't want a Western remake of this because I don't think it needs one. But like, who would you cast
for the Yue?
Yue, yeah.
Oh my god, it's got to be someone who could be funny but serious and charming. Like a Nathan Fillion?
I don't know.
That's what I came up with, but he has the ability. I mean, to kind of cover all the ranges. I think he'd be too funny, though.
Yeah.
Well, that would fit for this first half.
Yeah.
But I've seen him do drama and like serious, but
yeah, I don't know. I have no idea who the American.
I don't want it to exist. So I don't want
it to exist, so I really don't care that much. But like, I'm trying to like telegraph. Like, I'm trying to give people an image, like people who haven't seen this movie, an image of like the type of character. Because like there are certain actors who play characters like this, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to give people a vibe.
I don't have someone on the top of my head that I think.
Yeah, I don't either.
Sam Rockwell?
No.
Oh.
I got nothing.
I really don't. I'd have to put a lot of time into that.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't. I specifically avoided the recasts bit because I don't want it.
I don't want it, and also I don't know Chinese actors.
Well, you could put a Western actor in here because technically it was a international mission, and there were other people.
Yeah.
There was like 3 white people and like some other ethnicity on the space station.
Yeah.
Everyone else is Chinese.
Oh, I also learned that the Chinese astronauts, it's taikonauts.
Taikonauts?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Like how Russians have cosmonauts.
Right. It's all just based on what I'm sure Taiko has some specificity to it.
Yeah, I don't actually know what it means. I just know that that's the term.
Russians are big on calling it the cosmos, and they're big in cosmology in their culture, so that's why cosmonauts.
But yeah, this was
surprisingly good.
So yeah, I went into this knowing absolutely nothing, and I was just like, hell, and by the end I was like, hell fucking yeah. Also, getting into spoiler territory, but that's what this whole podcast is. If I had a nickel for every time Take Me Home Country Roads was supposed to be used as a sad song, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
It worked.
It did work
because of the way it's used.
Because of the way it's used. I never thought I would hear a Mandarin cover of Country Roads used as like a sad song in a movie. And here we are.
Fucking slap. That's what I'm talking about. I'm getting chills. When we get to that part where he's doing that, where he's singing it to her, he learned it because it's her favorite song.
Yeah.
So he learned to sing it in Mandarin for her. God damn.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
What about the Mandarin like songs made for the movie? They slap.
They kind of did slap. I thought the music choices in this movie were so like eccentric in like such a fun way.
Yeah, and like they didn't overdo it. They do "Fly Me to the Moon" at one point, but it's like it's tasteful. It's not goofy, you know. I had a hard time picking a song for the Instagram post, so I just went with "Moonlight Sonata."
There you go. That'll work.
It has a sad tone to it, and it has "moon" in the name. You know?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, they were very tasteful. I did not understand why he thought dressing up as a female kangaroo was going to help him here, but I don't know if male kangaroos are this. Let's say aggressive.
Oh, kangaroos will fuck you up.
I mean, sexually aggressive.
Oh, couldn't tell you.
He wasn't trying to fight in there.
Yeah, but kangaroos will fuck you up.
Oh, I know that. I know.
You ever seen the video of the guy who like fucking like just bitch slaps a kangaroo to get it away from his dog?
Yeah. Yeah.
Great stuff.
They're incredibly strong. They are very territorial, and sometimes they're just kind of dicks.
Yeah.
And this one is specifically referred to as stubborn and gluttonous.
Yeah, so he's like particularly a problem.
That's why they left him behind, actually.
Yeah.
Like they didn't even try to bring him because like this guy sucks.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. You just don't know how to connect with him.
Oh, hello, kitty.
We actually have a third kitty now.
Oh my god, you do?
Yeah, we got a kitten.
Oh my god.
She's maybe a year old. She's kept separate right now. She's still acclimating.
Oh,
so
come
you
here.
you can see her after.
No, come here. Let me love you. No.
I love this with the cigar, the half-smoked cigar, and the Gatling gun on his shoulder.
And it would be
Very
so much
Western
funnier if
movie.
I could read like what these signs say.
What does the sign the kangaroo ends up accidentally holding?
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Cannot read Mandarin.
We need somebody get on that. We need to know what the Mandarin on that sign.
Unfortunately, I know a person I could ask, but he's not available at the moment.
Well, I like that. It's very Scott Pilgrim, the the fight scenes and stuff.
Yeah, it does have its kind of like stylistic moments like that. Come to me.
But again, just subtle and not over the top. And I genuinely just I got such a kick out of this movie.
Yeah, I had a lot more fun than I was expecting to. And I think it's so funny that they hire the voice actor to make him seem like a hero.
But then the very first scene, he kind of missed the cue, and so he just voices over for the kangaroo, and so they have to adjust fire.
No.
So now he's just a narrator, and that's fine,
I can't get my hands on this cat. A Gatling gun. It's awesome.
I also love the narrator with the flute.
Oh, hi.
Yes, that is Bella.
Hi, Bella.
Bella has joined the podcast.
Oh, you're purring. You're purring. Yeah, you can get all up over me because you match my aesthetic. Isn't it right?
The new one's a tabby.
Aww.
It's a sweet little tiger kitty.
Tiger kitty.
Tiger
Hello,
stripes.
you.
All right, so let me see what.
Is there any fun trivia about this?
I didn't look up anything. I was actually just now looking up the IMDb to see what it's rated. 6.4.
I'd give it a little higher. I personally give it a little higher.
Yeah. So after rating it just now, which I did, now they're gone.
Hi.
Remade as.
Already? That was quick.
There's an episode from September 2022 of, it looks like a cartoon.
Oh, interesting.
Probably like a cartoon based on the webcomic.
Oh, yeah.
But just they took this and then ran with it again. Yeah, let's look up the trivia on this. It's like I said, 6'4" seems
A little harsh.
little rude. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that it's some people who can't get over the fact that they have to read.
You have to read subtitles.
Yeah, and also you can only see it on fucking
YouTube.
So, all right, you ready for the trivia?
I am ready for the trivia.
I was very specific in my wording.
Oh, that's it? That
The
was the
film
only
premiered
trivia?
in China on 29th July 2022 and grossed over $460 million worldwide, making it the 8th highest grossing film of 2022. That's it.
I think I've only ever seen 2 other Chinese films. One was Wong Kar-wai's In the Mood for Love, which I didn't love, but would be willing to give a second try. And the other was I might have been Cantonese specifically. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it was a movie called The Sadness, which is a super fucked up zombie plague, like aggression as zombie plague horror movie, which I liked a lot, but it is not for the faint-hearted.
So of the people that wrote reviews for it,
Mm-hmm.
there's only 7, 14, 19,
There's
24 reviews. 2 of them are 6 stars.
Okay.
The rest are above that.
Okay.
So that's for the people that wrote reviews. So that means that a lot of the people bringing it down didn't even
write review.
bother.
Didn't bother
to give us.
Well, let's see what Letterboxd has to say about this.
Yeah, see, this is a situation where we do kind of need.
This has a 3 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd.
That's a 6.
Yeah, and top review. It was an even mixture of Moon, The Truman Show, The Martian, and Kangaroo Jack.
Okay, yeah, I hear all of that. It also has that like Armageddon.
I like this review that says better than Dune. That's all it says.
I agree, but that's a personal opinion, you know.
Showed up ridiculously late to the theater and walked in to see a man attempting to seduce a kangaroo, and it only went uphill.
That's a great review. That would have made me want to watch the movie.
Yeah, honestly, that would have sold me.
Again, it was so little that I heard from this stupid little blurb AI overview of this talking about a man and his kangaroo.
Here.
I shit you not, this is one of my favorite movies of all time. And again, my ratings obviously change as the years go on, and you have to adjust because you have a 10 here, but then you see a movie that's even better, and it kind of shifts the scale, so your 10s become 9s, you know.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
But for me, for rewatchability, I'm going to watch this again. I'm going to want to watch this again. I'm not going to have to like be in the mood or not find something and pick this on. I am going to go, I kind of want to just like feel the gamut of human emotion. So let's throw this on. Let's have a few drinks.
I personally would give this a 7 out of 10 for rewatchability.
Definitely more like a 9.
Okay.
Like fair. I'm going I'm going to watch it until I don't feel like it's a 9.
Like I definitely would watch. Like I would happily watch this again.
I will be like this. I watched it twice in a month just to get here for this, you know. And I will watch it again before the end of this year, and that's why it's got to be a 9 for me.
Okay.
For what it does for sci-fi, we're talking 2022.
Yeah.
None of this is new.
Nothing's new. It's creative. It's still creative.
Well, using the moon as a base from which to launch rockets, that's kind of new.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that anywhere. We've seen rockets to destroy, and we've seen, you know, other asteroid movies and other ways they've destroyed the asteroids. I don't know that I've ever seen that before.
Oh, the claws through the jeans.
Yeah, she is a claw.
Oh, you make biscuits. Okay. My cat doesn't do that. He's too stupid.
Don't listen, Oliver.
Are you stuck?
Meanwhile, this dog just stares at the wall.
Yeah, that's okay. She's trying her best.
You're doing great, baby.
Oh my god. Oh.
So as far as what it does for the genre, I can't give it a high rating just because
it's like
science fiction wise, it's like not very inventive.
It's like a 3.
Yeah, I'd give it a 3
for what it does for the genre.
But it's real well put together. The parts it uses, it puts together so well. It has the right balance of comedy and action and drama.
I would agree.
The tension is there, but you don't like. just buried in tension the whole time. And there's like
No.
hope as he tries something, then it fails. He tries something, then it fails.
This is very like hope core. I would describe it
yeah,
as.
hope core. I like that. I have
You
no
just
desire
don't
to
stop
recast.
purring, do you?
No, she really doesn't.
It's so cute.
I really have no desire to recast, even if I could think of Chinese actress that I'd want in there.
No, none whatsoever.
Who would you replace? I'm not replacing the main character.
I do remember that actor's
Jing.
name. His name was Shen Tang.
Nice. In fact, after watching this, I wanted to go look up him, Jing.
Jing was Ma Li. I remember that as well.
The narrator guy, the guy who blows on the coffee or the tea all the time.
Yeah.
Those ones. Oh, and the Chinese Professor X.
Oh yeah. This has made me want to explore the world of Chinese cinema much more.
I've never wanted to watch Chinese films more.
Yeah.
I've seen many foreign films, Asian films, but they're almost always Japanese or Korean.
Yeah.
Of Chinese films I've seen, I'd have to look up.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't tell you if I've seen
Which,
it.
again, is so bizarre because it's literally the biggest film market outside of the United States. And
I'm shocked it's not as big as the United States.
I've seen 3. Total.
I'd have to, like I said, less than 10 for sure. Probably 5 or less,
Yeah.
to be honest.
And like nothing has made me feel like I should change that more than this.
Right. Because I wanted this going, well, what cultural things are going to be missing for me? None.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like you watch a German horror film and you're like, I don't understand why that's scary.
Yeah.
I didn't get that. This didn't happen here.
No, there was less of a cultural divide than I was expecting. Like there were maybe some like little tiny references where they like threw out an actor's name and I was like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah. A specific cultural reference.
Nothing that like makes me. Nothing that truly lost me at any point.
I said to Emily while we were watching this, that if this is what Chinese cinema looks like, and we're always told how different they are from us culturally, like
are we?
Because this is what they thought was funny and
2022. This is
pleasant, and like this is what they thought their people wanted to see in 2022, and it works for me.
Yeah, I'm no complaints here.
So.
Although I do think it's interesting, and like I don't know what like the politics of the film industry are in China necessarily. Like I don't know like what has to get past what has to be approved by whom. But I will say that I find it so interesting that like there's such an optimism to this story that I don't know if you could sell to American audiences very well.
We're not optimistic, yeah. The one thing I did take note of while I was watching this is it's all about a government. They are trying to fake that he's a hero and do all this to keep people in line.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about control.
Yeah.
Like population control.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know if that was a jab at like Chinese government or anything. I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Again, it's lost on me. But like what I'm told here about Chinese government, yes, I would say that that's probably a jab at the establishment.
Yeah.
But they also allowed that joke to happen. And we know how deeply ingrained they are in the movie making process. So clearly they have a good spirit about it.
Perhaps.
Unless we find out that the filmmaker has been missing since 2022. At which point that changes everything.
Yeah. But yeah, I think, and also just like this sort of picture of the future of like, oh, all the world came together to find a solution. Where I feel like if you tried to do that, if you did that in a United States movie, it would be like, oh, it was the Americans who figured it out all on their own.
Hey, that's Firefly is America and China figured it out and evacuated people from the planet.
Okay, interesting.
That's the premise. I keep trying to get you to watch the show Firefly. It's only 14 episodes, and then we can do the movie Serenity, which is a follow-up.
All right,
it's like a season 2, if you will.
I will get myself there at some point.
But the whole premise is that we destroyed the Earth, harvested all the natural resources, whatever, until it was basically useless.
Yeah.
And so the major superpowers just formed a super government and threw everybody on the ships to go colonize space. So they found another galaxy somewhere else, and they started terraforming, colonizing planets. But English-speaking countries in China were the backbone of it, so everybody speaks fluent Chinese.
Interesting.
And so they just, but it's also like it's mixed into their language, so they'll just go in and out of Chinese in a sentence.
Kind of like this is only related because we're talking about like language. Mandarin absolutely fascinates me because they have like the tones.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between like ma and ma.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Anybody who chooses to learn Mandarin as a second language is a stronger person than I am.
It's because there's so much to it. There's
so much to it.
It's definitely a thing that you've got to get into.
Yeah,
early.
You have to learn it young.
Because otherwise, like, you know, in other languages, you might have a bad accent.
Yeah.
Because you can't do like a huh, you know, for certain languages, or you might not be able to do like a rolling R for a different language because you didn't learn it young enough. But you'd get by.
Yeah.
In China, you'd be speaking Mandarin and you'd be saying completely different words.
Yeah.
Because of that tonal change.
I have seen several TikToks that have shown that apparently Chinese children who are learning like the tones have a pretty difficult time.
Sure they do.
I've seen 2 TikToks of these like little Chinese kids who are like crying as they're doing their homework, like identifying the different tones. I'm
sure it's brutal.
But yeah, this movie was so much fun. I'm loving this attention I'm getting.
She's a very social cat.
We love a social kitty.
I mean,
I don't have a lot of criticisms, to be completely honest with you.
Again, we talked about it. It's 2 hours and 1 minute. And
could be a little tighter.
Just combine a couple of the plot lines.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going here to get this, and then going back to the same place we just came from.
Yeah, just cut some of that out.
Why can't it just be an A to B to C to A?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. It just... Or like maybe one less failed mission.
Yeah, one less failed mission would have gone over well, I think.
Bring it down to about
like
140?
Yeah, an hour 40 would be perfect.
And that's definitely doable. You wouldn't even have to actually cut any of that. You just need to trim some of these scenes down.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of awesome shots, by the way, of the moon.
Yeah.
You know, and really cool cinematic pieces.
Yeah.
But...
You give lots of kisses, don't you?
Oh, man. That's it. That's my only complaint is length. And that's barely a complaint because it gave you breathing room.
Yeah.
So in a way, you kind of did need it. It feels long, but like imagine if you had one of those gut punch scenes and then it just goes right into the next one.
Yeah.
And then into the next comedy scene without a break or something. You're like, what?
One thing I will say that I really liked about this movie is that they, at the end, when Yue he sacrifices himself to save humanity, that they didn't pull the bullshit, and then he miraculously survived.
I needed him not to.
I
wish that he could have.
I would have hated it
if
terrible. They had done that. And I'm so glad that they didn't, because I think it gives real emotional weight to it.
Yeah. And this whole thing where he has to go back to save King Kong Roo because the trailer broke off.
Yeah.
And he's like trying to talk himself out of it. You know?
Yeah.
So be it. I'm going to turn around and go back.
Save this damn kangaroo.
At this point, they've bonded.
Yeah.
Oh my God. When he puts him in the escape pod.
Yeah.
And you know the kangaroo doesn't fully understand, but at this point he trusts him.
Yeah.
So he knows, well, you're not killing me. Because you had many chances.
You had a lot of opportunities.
So what are you doing, you know?
Yeah.
That poor kangaroo.
Oh, I know.
But he lives such a good life when he makes it back to
He did
Earth.
live a good life. Well, we're going to the second bed now. We've been switching back and forth.
Yeah, yeah. Luckily, no squeaks today. Even though
we had
toy
one.
is over.
No, we had one.
Oh, we did?
I did hear one from the circling.
I like how it loves him so much that it's like kissing him, and he goes, "Please stop. I could deal with the punches better than the kisses."
And then it punches him.
you see the wall bounce out. Like that's what I'm talking about. That's a good comedy right there.
Mhm.
But it's quick.
And that is universal.
Yes.
Someone getting beaten up by an animal is always fucking funny, no matter what your native language is.
I mean, they cracked the code.
They did crack the code.
Also, the moon set is so detailed on this that I have to assume, because it's China, that they just filmed there.
Yeah,
you know the Stanley Kubrick joke about filming on location? I feel like they would for this.
I think China probably will have the first movie shot in space.
Oh, yeah. Like, whole thing shot in space.
Yeah.
Because I think we have had some scenes done.
Yeah, maybe some like actual like footage of like lunar missions and stuff like that. But I think China is going to be the first nation to like specifically go up there to shoot a movie.
Yeah. I think that would be hilarious.
That would be so fun. We'd be so mad. Like the people who would be mad about it here would be so fucking mad.
But I would think it was awesome.
And I would think it was hilarious.
What a great use of money. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll buy 4 copies just to help fund the next
piss
mission.
You off.
You know what's going to happen then? They're going to do one on Mars. You know, we'll be able to get there. You know, they'll get there before Elon because they actually try.
Yeah.
Don't fund terrible politics.
Mm-hmm.
I literally, when this movie went off, when I was done crying, I went online and tried to find a DVD of this. It can't.
I have. Here's the thing, though. I have a region-free Blu-ray player, so if you found like a Chinese copy of this movie, I could play it.
I know, but I even wanted to buy digital. There's nowhere to buy it digital,
and
like you can't buy it on Amazon.
That's the thing that pisses me off. Like
I can get it for fucking free on YouTube, but you won't let me pay you for it.
Yeah, you won't let me pay you.
I will pay you an absurd amount of money to own this.
Mm.
More than you're going to make off the ads.
And the thing is, I do wonder if the availability of certain films here is a political decision, because it fucking shouldn't be.
Again, we always talk about how controlled and censored their government is on their things.
And this is not to say that like there's no issues, because that's not fucking true. But like the picture we are fed.
I've never once bought that picture.
Yeah, no, not in a heartbeat.
I mean, people go there. People vacation in China, and it's not like North Korea where you go to fake villages. You know,
no,
it's you can wander around, meet real people.
Like
people freely come and go. I have friends that are Chinese that I work with. You know,
yeah. One of my professors in college was Chinese. But yeah, like. I'm wondering if the availability of this movie is a political decision, which is such bullshit.
But why?
Yeah, it's just a comedy.
There's nothing in this that is objectionable to the Western tastes, you know?
No, nothing at all.
Kill. If you put this in theaters,
yeah, people would love
this. They would have to dub it.
Which I wouldn't like. Fucking fine.
You know, well, they wouldn't have to. You could do this, what we do now with the subs.
Which, like, I'm fine with that. I don't know how well.
I bet you they would have to sell tickets A or B, you know?
Yeah.
I've seen them do stuff like that, because typically with closed caption films, you have to buy special tickets to go to a closed caption film.
Really?
The theaters aren't normally closed captioned. So if you are a hard of hearing person, how do you...
Oh, but isn't that where they have the little, like, the thing that goes in the, like, the accessibility thing that goes in, like, the cup holder?
Oh, is that what they do now? I'm talking about the back in the day, you used to have to go to a screening that was with closed caption.
Oh, no.
I have no idea what they do now.
There's, like, a little accessibility device that, like, sits
that's neat.
In the cup holder and, like, has subtitles for you.
Nice. Well, they could do it like this, or they could do it the other way.
You just remind me of something so fucking funny. Like, funny and also, like, sad that happened to me when I was in high school. I went to go see a Swedish movie with my mom and my sister, I went to go see a movie that was based on a Swedish book, and I had read like a translation of the book previously.
Get down.
And I went with my mom and my sister, and I remember sitting next to them in the theater, and the trailer for a Spanish movie came on, and it was subtitled. And I remember hearing one of the two, my mom lean over to my sister lean over to my mom, and they goes, man, I can't imagine having to read for a whole movie. And I'm like, what the? What? Why are you here?
I don't get that. I don't
get that at all.
It needs more King Kong the movie.
I think there's enough of him.
I think he's introduced at the exact right spot.
Yeah.
Because if he didn't get introduced, I feel like it would get kind of boring. Just one man. You do need something for him to have tension. Another person. He is another character.
Yeah, another character.
And because he's a kangaroo, he can be removed easily.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm going to lock you in this room so I can go do something.
Yeah.
I think he's good. There's really not more you could put him in. I understand the sentiment. I love King Kong.
Yeah, he's great.
I want him.
I love this shit.
And everything. Oh, this is so the Kanga Rocket.
Yeah, absolutely excellent.
Fucking awesome. I like how excited everyone on Earth is watching this.
I know. It's like so sweet.
It's got all of that. Like you said, it's hope core.
Yeah.
Everything is, I won't give up.
Mm-hmm. Which that feels very timely.
That message could not be needed more than now. He won a Nobel Peace Prize in chemistry while he was on the moon.
Hell yeah. Pop off, you.
Never gets to get it.
Do we have any thoughts about what we should do for next week?
Oh, well, let's
Not
take
next
a look.
week, in 2 weeks.
Let's take a look.
I always confuse my shows.
Where did Google Sheets go? Come here, Sheets. Yes, even at 1.5 times, we're not going to get anywhere near the end of this movie before it's over. If you want to go to theaters, Iron Lung is out.
We could talk about Iron. Is that science fiction? Yeah. I haven't seen trailers. I've heard good things about it.
How do I undo it? I just did that. But if we're looking at, let's see here. Get out of my way. Filter. Is he? Yeah, there we go. All right, so I'm looking at the ones that are on here. The next thing that would be on the list is The Matrix.
Oh, talking about The Matrix could be fun.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a hot fucking minute since I watched The Matrix.
That's core memories, that movie. I mean, for me especially, because I was a early teen when that came out.
The first time I watched it was in high school, so I had a similar experience of watching it as a young teenager, just not at the time of release.
Okay, yeah. But that is the next, since you haven't put any weight on anything, that is the next one based on the metrics.
That is on my list for this week. I will get on that.
So that is, because the way the math works out, that comes out to the top of the list.
Do you want to do The Matrix?
Let's just do The Matrix, yeah.
Fuck yeah. Okay, so next week we're going to be, not next week, 2 weeks.
Next episode will be The Matrix.
Next episode is going to be The Matrix. Hell fucking yeah.
The whole subplot with them finally being able to communicate with them, that could have been tightened up into earlier.
Yeah, that could have been tightened
Remember when they first fought and he thought he heard somebody because the kangaroo was touching it?
Yeah.
Tighten that up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree. That's again, a place where they could have cut a little bit.
2-3 minutes of this scene where he's figuring it out and flashing,
Yeah. So what have you been up to?
Watching this.
Love that.
I've been working on the list of movies. It's pretty extensive at this point. I've added 150 movies to the list.
Damn, okay. I will take some time.
Actually, I've added more because Chris picked 3 of them.
Nice.
I gave access to a couple other people, and I was like, if you want to do one, just let me know, and I'll move it over. We'll just put it on TBD for the schedule.
Also, people, comment movies. We would love some suggestions.
Yeah, I spend so much time researching science fiction movies. But
I will dedicate some time this week to sit down and ponder the spreadsheet and add some stuff.
Yeah, and at the very least, go through and add ratings to the ones that exist there.
Yes.
So that it can be properly weighted, so that you're not just watching in the order that I ranked them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to happen if you don't put weights in. It's only using my ranking to
I will
weight them.
I will get on that. I promise.
yeah, good times. So yeah, The Matrix in 2 weeks. I don't have anything else coming up. Oh no, that's not happening.
Nope, we already did that.
No,
Mm-mm.
I still have not seen it. I don't need to.
Don't do it.
Now I'm
I
just
got a new
remembering.
tattoo. You seen it?
No.
Look at this bad boy.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. You had it last time.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that 2 weeks ago.
Yes, I did. I always forget.
And then it's Twin Peaks. I know that.
This repeats.
What else? I will actually try to play some sci-fi games on Steam at
Hell
some
yes.
point. I have so many, but it's like the Tuesdays that we're not doing this, I think I'm going to set aside an hour and do it. But then it's like, but I have my night to myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Sometimes
have. I can just veg out, but it's an hour, so I'm
Sometimes
gonna
it
really
just
try.
be like that, you know?
I'll really try because I want to put something out every Tuesday,
Yeah.
but I don't want it to be a full-length episode. Mass Effect. I've never played those.
I have not played Mass Effect either.
I know that they are very story-driven. Aren't they BioWare? No. Maybe. Whatever. They're very story-driven and like a decision tree. Like things branch off and you end up with this ending or that ending kind of stuff.
Okay.
And they're very highly rated. I don't know if they're co-op.
Interesting.
Because if they are, we could do remote.
We could do that. That could be fun.
Oh.
We will look into that.
They are BioWare, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we could look into that. That could be a fun thing to do.
I'm down.
Co-oping on the off weeks. Some sci-fi game, single player. Okay. Well, still gonna do it.
Yeah,
Just maybe
fine.
not. Maybe not for the co-op idea. I do like that idea though. That could be fun.
Yep, that could definitely be a good time.
We are doing studio upgrades for this studio.
Hell yeah.
Working on get a little bit of the background here. We're gonna fix it, tighten it up, get it better. We didn't get it in time today, the mics, but we will be improving our mic setup.
We're gonna have double mic situation.
It's gonna be really great. They'll be much, more on point to us. And at that point, we can kind of fiddle with the camera angle and stuff more too, because we'll have more freedom.
I like it.
That's all I got.
Yeah, honestly. Well, how long have we been going for?
53 minutes.
That ain't bad.
We usually clock in at just under an hour these days. We used to try and go longer, but we're aiming at right around an hour usually, which
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I mean, if we can dream up another segment, sausage time. If we can dream up another segment, we had some that we'd spitballed and then we never did anything with it. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Goddamned one of them.
Sounds about right.
But
you are no one. Everyone on Earth coming together to insult him by accident.
Yeah, I didn't. So that's the other thing. The Chinese characters for "You are no one" and "You are not alone"
must be
work
very similar.
In a way that just like it would work in English, where
Yeah.
you just skip a few letters. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I would have not thought that would have worked.
There you go.
Also, the gamut of his appearances throughout this film,
Yeah.
like the different levels of disheveled and
Yeah.
controlled appearance. And this actor, what'd you say his name was?
Shen Tang.
The range of emotion he actually gets through in this.
Oh yeah, he does a great job.
He's incredible. I gotta see what else he's in.
Mhm.
And then check out more Chinese films.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll do The Matrix in 2 weeks. TBD on what sci-fi gaming we're gonna do, and if we can find a co-op one, that would be better. Because that'd be fun to do an hour of that on the off weeks. That's all I've got.
Yeah, I think that's all she wrote.
Yeah,
Want to leave him with our words of wisdom?
it seems appropriate.
Don't shake alien eggs.
Always trust the kangaroo.